Good morning, folks. How are you doing? Welcome back to Football Digest Daily. My name is Nyash, and as always, I get to inform you guys what you need to know about football that has happened in the last 18 hours and what's going to happen in the next 18, so you can keep your eyes open. Useme ukuambiwa. All right. Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. Mine is gloomy. Sijui mara nikajua inataka kutokelezea, but not really. Mara kunataka kunyesha, but not really. Kind of confusing if you ask me. Alright, so let's get right into it. So it's been an interesting international break. Of course, some club football news hapa kule, but above everything else, we're all about international games and most of the UEFA Nations League and some few friendlies, kuhusu African countries and stuff. But besides that, there's been some other news that have been gracing our headlines. Like there was this piece yesterday that was talking about Kante falling out with Lampard. Apparently the two had a fallout. Reportedly had a fallout because Frank Lampard denied N'Golo Kante a chance to go and attend a friend's wedding. So, of course, I saw this one on Daily Mail. Yeah, Mail Online Sport. They were talking about how Kante was so angered by that. And so he's looking for a move away from Chelsea. He wants to go to Madrid. Other people be like, you know what, actually sell Kante. Go use that funds to buy someone like Declan Rice. Crazy shit. So I was like, Kante for Rice? I mean, I know Rice is not that terrible. I mean, Rice is good, but to the levels of Kante, would I switch Kante for Rice? I don't know. I wouldn't. Personally, I wouldn't. I mean, but it is what it is. It's some rumors that have been spreading, and so many people have come out to quash the stories and say it's utter nonsense, and people should not take anything and should take such news with a big pinch of salt. So time will tell on whether there's actually a fallout or not. The second piece of news that happened is actually happened yesterday. Finally, we got to see our juggernaut Thomas goddamn Partey in Arsenal colours. Man, I've been waiting for this one for so long, you know. Like for Thomas Partey, we were waiting to hear something official. Nika Gabriel, tulikuwa sikia, Arsenal wanataka kununua Gabriel nini. But I was like, nah, I just want to see an official statement from Arsenal. Then I saw the statement. Same with Thomas Partey. I just want to see something official from Arsenal. Ni confirm kabisa without any reasonable doubt that we have Thomas Partey. And then it came. And then I was like, nah, okay, that is good, but no, I want to see this nigga in Arsenal colors. And yesterday we got to see him as hey, the parties are open now. Party after party after party. Man. I'm so excited, man. Again, it's one of the guys who've always wanted to have. The kind of qualities he's bringing is exactly the kind of qualities we've been looking to have for a long time now. It's crazy that we're actually replacing Vieira, because I would say he's a perfect Vieira replacement after 15 years. 15 years is when you are replacing Vieira, man. But, you know, things take time and they have happened now. Thomas Partey is here. He's at home. We have seen him with Arsenal colors. Sasa nangoja kumuona training. And to see him doing the initiation song, man, man, I'm over the moon, man. Well, not as I was when you finally officially announced him, but still I was excited to see him, man. So he's here, the party is here, so the parties can begin now, all right? And of course, like you saw in the interviews, he knows quite two or three things about Arsenal. Like if you don't know, by the Arsenal were actively pursuing Partey since 2018. We've been scouting Partey since 2014, but we are actively pursuing him since 2018. We were supposed to sign him, or we wanted to sign him in the summer of 2019. That is last summer. He was desperate to join, but we opted to sign a winger, that is Nicola Pepe. But eventually, things didn't happen, and they did happen, and now he's here, and he's a Ghana through and through, man. I'm so excited, man. These are parties as the end, party after party, and we got to party hard with Thomas Partey. But I hope he's going to start the Manchester City game, because, well, I need to see him in Arsenal colours and in action, because they should, especially now that KDB might be missing that game. I would love to see him. Someone else who's coming back for that game might be Kun Aguero. It's not yet clear if he's going to feature, but he's back in training. Whether he's ready to start a game against Arsenal, that's another story. Maybe he isn't. I don't know. I'm feeling good about that one. You know, I feel bad for KDB. I mean, he got injured and all that stuff, but he'll be back in a few. You know, he's just going to miss maybe the Arsenal game and the Champions League game. Then he's going to be back for the other team that they're going to be facing after that, which I don't give a shit who it is. But it is what it is. KDB might be missing the Arsenal game. Not yet confirmed, though. Might. KDB and Kun Aguero might be missing those 2 games. One guy who's going to be coming back for sure is Ilkay Gundogan. He's back, so he's most likely going to feature that one. Something else we need to know today is the KPL fixtures for this coming season, I would call it 2020-21 season, are going to be released today. All right, and the league is tentatively outlined to start or kick off in November. So we're gonna be, is it October 20th? No, it's October 20th. I think November, somewhere in November. I'm not so sure on the date, but the fixtures are gonna be released today, so we can keep an eye on that. Still at KPL, Gor Mahia hired a new coach after the other one left. I don't know why the hell he left, but he left, and they have a new coach, a Brazilian coach, who has actually ever played against Kogalo before in a CAF game, so he knows maybe a thing or two about Gor Mahia, and we're gonna be waiting to see what he's gonna do come at later. So Brazilian flair and skills to these guys to oneka Gor watatesa tena kaa venye wamekuwa kitesa and all that stuff. So we're gonna be waiting to see. Cristiano Ronaldo tested positive yesterday for coronavirus. So that's big news because it affects so many things. We're gonna be waiting to see if those guys they played against with that is likes of France, if there are going to be any new positive cases from that camp, any positive cases from Portugal's camp, because that's something else we're going to be watching out for. If I was worst case scenario, and this one is for Man United fans, because so many of their players are touched, key players are touched. Worst case scenario is Martial, Bruno, and Pogba testing positive for COVID. Because if they do, man, Manchester United better write off their season, because the kind of fixtures they have coming up, of course they'll be back in 2 weeks, but it's gonna be crazy. Because I was looking at the fixtures that Man United have coming up. They have Newcastle this Saturday, which if the 3 do test positive, I hope they don't, but if they do, they will miss those games. After that, they go to PSG on Tuesday. Then they come back again and play, I think, on Saturday with Chelsea. Then they go away, then they host RB Leipzig for another Champions League fixture on Wednesday. Then they play Arsenal after the next weekend after that. Then they go and play away at Istanbul Basaher. Then they come back and play Everton. As in, they have some crazy ass fixtures. They better start them off correctly, because ukizianzisha vibaya hapa unaweza enda umejipata umko in a very bad situation. So they have like 5 super tricky fixtures. Of course, even if they do test positive, likes of Bruno and Pogba and stuff, bado watafeature in some of them. But for Newcastle, PSG and Chelsea, wako out, guaranteed. And maybe Leipzig, maybe the one they can come back near Arsenal. So we're gonna be waiting to see what's gonna happen there. Let's wait and see, and hopefully they will not test positive for COVID. I was also seeing something else. I should have mentioned this on Monday. I forgot to mention it, so I'm gonna talk about it. There was, of course, the reports coming out saying how Bruno Fernandes was irritated, like he was super angry at the way Man United were playing when they were playing against Spurs, and when they went to the halftime break at the dressing room, he was going nuts, telling guys like, yo, this is Manchester United, we cannot be playing like West Bromwich, we have to play like Manchester goddamn United, and demanding the guys to do their best. And which reminds me, or which makes me think, like, you know what, maybe this is the kind of captain material they need, a person who performs on the pitch and is vocal or in the dressing room and demands the best of these players, and to play with the respect that they have for this club, because it's Manchester goddamn United. Hata mkakuwa mnapigwa banta aje, it doesn't change the fact that Man United is one of the biggest clubs in Europe. Kuna banta natengeneza, but ita change, but it's one of the biggest clubs. So they have to play like you're playing for Manchester United. Where's the cheza ni kama chezea West Brom? So demanding the best from these guys, and of course that was kind of twist. I don't know how true that is. Some people twisted it to say, oh, he kind of was in loggerheads with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer because of the tactics that he was deploying then were all wrong and stuff. And it doesn't help the fact that after that, in the halftime break, Bruno Fernandes actually got subbed. And it doesn't help it. I don't know why the hell they would want to sub him off, because he's one of the best players at Manchester United, but they did sub him off after all that altercations. It's crazy. And then you look at who now is their captain, Maguire. If you look at how he was performing on the pitch that day, how he was performing when the guys were getting red card. Can you imagine if it was Roy Keane when Martial alikuwa kupigwa red card? Roy Keane anaweza meza ref. Huyo atameza. Maguire uko distant, anangoja aone kutaenda aje, So for me, I feel like the captain for Manchester United should be Bruno Fernandes, and it's weird because amekuja juzi. Just goes to show the kind of quality of players that they have. And I don't know how the hell they put Maguire as their captain. I have no clue. I don't know how the hell he's their captain. but he is their captain. And he's a shoddy ass captain, if you ask me. I mean, that guy, the way he performs on the pitch, and him being the captain, it's the worst shit ever. I think it's like when Arsenal had William Gallas as our captain. Center back anacheza number 10 kwa mgongo and doing some crazy haula sakilia kwa kiwanja. That's some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. The captain material for Manchester United is quite clear. It's Bruno Fernandes. Maybe in the coming season, maybe atapewa the armband or something. Time will tell. All right. So let's get to the UEFA Nations League now, because of course we had some games being played yesterday. Some interesting games, by the way. Two very key games. There was one where Ukraine were hosting Spain, and what a shocker that was. Spain got beat 1-0. Like one of their, I think they have not suffered a loss in like how many games? In a long time. They have not suffered a nil, and especially from Ukraine. So it was a big win for Ukraine. Germany, on the other hand, they drew 3-3 with Switzerland. What a game that was, man. Back and forth, roller coaster. Switzerland wanateka lead, Germany wana equalize in style. Switzerland wanateka lead tena, another heck of an equalizer by Serge Gnabry. Man, what an equalizer that was. That was a dope equalizer, by the way, if you watch that game. So 3-3 was the final score, and Germany, and again, I get the feeling like, you know what, Germany may be a good side attacking-wise, but to me, they always feel prone at the back. I feel like Germany forced to come up against maybe a team like Portugal, wanaweza kulwa, wanaweza pigwa na Portugal. If they were to come up against a team like France, they would score, but they would still get beat, if you ask me, because teams like France, they have a very good defensive record. Teams like Portugal, they are very good defensively. I can't say the same. I can't say the same of Germany, though. I mean, they may be all good and dandy, fine and dandy attacking-wise, but uko nyuma kidogo, shaky kidogo. So that's something they need to mend before they get to the Euros next season. Otherwise, watashtuka. In that game, of course, Timo Werner scored a goal for Germany, and so did Kai Havertz. He had a goal for Germany too. And it was a heck of a goal by there for Kai Havertz. It was a good goal. Maybe atapata bao yake ya kwanza in the Premier League now because he has scored against Switzerland. I don't know. And honestly, I don't care. So we have some interesting games today. Jana kulikuwa hatuna games mbili za maana. Leo ziko mingi. Leo ni mingi sana. So at 9:45 we have Italy taking on Netherlands in Italy. That is gonna be a heck of a game. We have Poland hosting Bosnia and Herzegovina. Another interesting game. We have Croatia hosting France. Another heck of a game. We have Portugal hosting Sweden. Another heck of a game. We have what do you call it? England tackling Denmark at Wembley, I guess. Another heck of a game. We have Russia hosting Hungary. Hungary, by the way, if you know, kama unajua ball, unajua Hungary wanakuwa noma. Hey, Hungary ni wabaya. They did some crazy shit in 2016 Euros. Wow, walikimbiza Portugal, ni wanoma sana. We have Iceland tackling Belgium. Well, they may be playing at home, Iceland, but I'm willing to bet they will take a nail here from Belgium. Because Belgium, actually, they drew their first international game. They failed to win their first international game juzi wakicheza na Ivory Coast. They have won like all of them during the last how many times they have played, yeah? Then we have Turkey tackling Serbia tonight at 9:45, and those are the games worth checking out. Of course, there are 3 mega games worth checking out tonight. Italy taking on Netherlands, that's huge. Croatia taking on France, huge. Denmark taking on England, at England, huge game. And I think I would say the fourth one would have to be Portugal versus Sweden. Nataka kidogo hiyo Portugal wanakulanga Sweden like all the time. But it's also an interesting game. So those are the things you need to know today and keep an eye on. And then we shall be seeing any other developments. Of course, be sure to check us out on Instagram and Facebook. And also check out our YouTube channel, by the way. It's called Football Digest KE. All right? We good? We good. Let's keep it like that as we warm up for Game Week 5, which is coming over this weekend. I'm waiting for it because there's some crazy-ass fixtures going on there. I can't wait for the pre-digest of that one. It's going to be dope. Have a fantastic day. God bless and take care.